Imagine walking into work one day and suddenly discovering your salary has been cut by half without warning. What do you feel? This is exactly what happened in a landmark industrial relation case that challenges the very principle of fair employment. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello everyone. Our group will discuss the Industrial Court of Malaysia between Kesatuan Kebangsaan Pekerja-Pekerja Perusahaan Alat-Alat Pengangkutan dan Sekutu and PEPS-JV Melaka Sendirian Berhad. The main issue in this case is that the company decided to cut the salary of all its employees in April 2020. This decision was made without discussing it with the workers or the union, which led to allegations of unfair treatment against the company. The union argued that this salary reduction was unjustified and violated the terms of their previous agreement that outlined how employees should be treated. The parties in this case are the employees represented by the union and their employer PEPS-JV Melaka Sendirian Berhad. The company claimed that the salary cuts were necessary to cope with financial troubles caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. This situation raises important questions about worker strike, the responsibility of employer under collective agreement, and how to handle changes to employee pay during challenging time. Okay, now I will pass to Shohada, Adriana, and Ayuni. There will be discussion on the chronology, causes, effect, and legal act. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much to Ame in introducing today's topic. So, what do you guys actually think what happened in this court case?
The issues of the court case is actually salary cut controversy between PEPS-JV company and the employee. So in April 2020, as we know during the COVID-19, the PEPS-JV, which is the company, said that they cut the employee salaries for about 50% and cancel all the allowances of the employee for the month. They said that the financial of the company facing difficulties due to MCO, which is Movement Control Order. So the company made decision without the employee consent, which make the employees feel unsatisfied with the decision. That union object because it already breached the contract, and they keep sending on letter twice on 18th June and 23rd June on 2020. They said the company to repay back and in installment and to resolve the issues, but the company failed to respond and forcing the union to bring this case to the court. And this is what the court findings. The court state that the salary cut was imposed without workers' consent and breached the contract. Secondly, the company's justification of financial hardship was weak because their financial statement on 2020 showed increase in cash flow and even in investment. The third one is the pay cut was only applied for 1 month, which is on April 2020, which raising question about the company financial claims. This is what actually really happened in this case. Therefore, what are the effects and the causes of the case? What do you guys think?
Alright, so every problem will actually have their causes and also the effect, right? So, in this trade dispute between PEPS-JV employee and also the company, it's actually majorly because the unilateral decision that have been made by the company. So, what is the decision? So, the decision have actually made by the company, which is they actually cut 50% of the salary and also cancel their allowances. So, as you mentioned before, this happened during pandemic, right? So, they're actually facing the financial situation. So when facing financial situation, obviously the employees will never have enough money to actually pay everything. So therefore, when it happened, this actually have made them very angry, and the trade union have actually lodged a very formal report to the DGIR. Before they actually lodge a report, they have actually mentioned to the company, to the management, that they want their salaries and also allowances restored back. When the company ignored it, the union of PEPS-JV employee lodged a formal report to DGIR. The effect is that the attempt of trade union lodging a formal report to DGIR have actually caused a very good impression, right? So when they lodge it, but then the company have actually ignored, it has caused tension between these two parties. So therefore, it have actually conflict to the legal proceeding in this court case. So what do you guys think the legal act that actually rebound to this court case?
So based on what you, Adriana and Shohada have discussed, what I observe is that the legal foundation for this case is primarily rooted for the Industrial Relation Act 1967. This act governs the relationship between employers and employees, particularly in the matters of trade dispute and also collective agreement. The terms of employment for the union members were outlined in the collective agreement. This agreement served as a binding contract between the union and also the company, which is PEPS-JV, stipulating the wages and condition of employment that must be bound unless new agreement is established. This case also highlights the principle that employers cannot unilaterally change the terms of employment, such as salary reduction, without the consent of the employees. This principle is crucial in maintaining the integrity of the employer-employee relationship. Okay, so from this discussion, I pass to Kamal Aiman to conclude. Thank you so much.
So now I would like to present the award of the Industrial Code case. During the trial, the court scrutinized the circumstances surrounding this decision. The company argued that the pay cut was necessary cost-saving measure to sustain operation during challenging financial times. However, it became evident that the company's justification lacked sufficient evidence. Notably, the company could not explain why the salary deduction was only applicable for that single month if financial difficulties were indeed severe. Moreover, it was explicit that concern from workers for this pay cut was not so, leading the court to recognize the action as a fundamental breach of the employment contract. In conclusion, the court found the implementation of the salary deduction to be wholly unjustified. Therefore, the court unanimously ordered that the company must restore the 50% salaries deduct from the workers for April 2020. This restitution is to be fulfilled within 60 days from the date of this award, which was formally delivered on February 7, 2023. This ruling upholds the principle of fair labor practices and reinforces the right of workers to be consulted regarding change to their compensation. Thank you for your attention.